Ayu pressed her face close to the train window. Outside, the world was slowly turning white. Snow rested on branches, roofs wore soft white caps. My breath might stop, it's so quiet, so pure. For Ayu, raised in Jakarta, snow was a mystery. Her daily life had been only blazing sun and humid air. Now, each drifting snowflake felt like a gift from another star. At the inn, staff welcomed her with warm smiles. This is Yuze Onsen, a famous spring for over 800 years. In the Edo period, it was the retreat of the Nanbu clan. And it is still known as a bath for beautiful skin. Ayu whispered to herself in wonder. The water I am about to enter has healed people for centuries. The inn was built of old wood. Tatami rooms carried a faint fragrance. Light softened through paper screens. Lanterns hung in the corridor, swaying with the wind. As if she had stepped into a folktale. The open-air bath was ringed with stone. Steam rose thickly, breathing like a living creature. Hot water flowed endlessly between rocks, filling the pool with clarity. The moment her toes touched the water, heat rippled upward across her skin. When she sank fully in, the current wrapped her body in passing waves. It was not mere warmth, but the comfort of being held by the earth. Snowflakes drifted down, brushing her cheeks, melting instantly into the bath. Each disappearance scattered tiny sparks across the surface. Stars were hidden by heavy clouds. Yet from a gap, pale moonlight spilled. It caught on the snowflakes, turning them into silver fragments dancing in the air. The moonlight fell softly on the snowy garden and stone bath, enveloping everything in silver. There are no stars tonight, but each snowflake shines like a star of its own. Ayu murmured inwardly. After the bath, she was guided to a tatami room. On the low table lay a carefully prepared kaiseki meal. She caught her breath at the sight. Mountain vegetables and tofu, fragrant with soy, spread gentle bitterness and softness across her tongue. So unlike Jakarta's fiery spices. This was a flavor that whispered. Sashimi followed. She hesitated, raw fish was new to her. But the slices of yellowtail and salmon gleamed like snow. With a touch of wasabi and soy, she tasted the sea's coolness and tender softness at once. In my homeland, fish is fried, heavily seasoned. Here, it feels as if I am tasting the sea itself. Next came simmered daikon and chicken, warm broth seeping deep into her body. Jakarta's soups are fierce with spice. This one is gentle, kind. To eat warm broth in the snow, this is happiness. Grilled sweet fish, crisp outside, moist within, released the scent of mountains and rivers with a squeeze of lemon. Back home, fish was fried in oil. Here, fire, mountain, and river are sealed together in flavor. Akita rice shone with luster, its sweetness unfolding with each bite. I never knew rice could be so sweet. At home, rice was always hidden beneath sauces. Here, rice itself is the star. Finally, mandarin and apple fresh, bright, their winter coolness harmonizing with the snowy view. Ayu set down her chopsticks. This is not just a meal. It is a story of flavors, of culture, of people's hearts. After dinner, she wandered the inn's garden. Stone lanterns wore caps of snow. Plum branches held gentle white. Even the sound of her footsteps etched softly into silence. It feels as if time has stopped. She breathed deeply, carrying the day of onsen, meal, and kindness into her heart. At dawn, she returned to the bath. Snow had fallen through the night, covering the garden in deeper white. The air was cold and clear, morning light spreading softly across the snow. The water still flowed between rocks. As she sank in, the cold air and hot spring crossed once more. The same bath as yesterday. Yet today it feels different, she whispered, beginning her day within the water. Back in Indonesia, Ayu told her friends. To bathe in hot springs beneath snow. To dine in an old inn. It felt as if nature and people together embraced me. Her friends widened their eyes in disbelief. She smiled and continued. Hot water and cold snow. The breath of old houses. And the kindness of people. All of it surrounded me. She vowed to return someday to Akita. To surrender herself once more. To a hot spring beneath falling snow.